What's going on, everybody? Spunky Nights 91 coming, guys, with another video. So, oh boy, another week, another L. Eagles lose to the Las Vegas Raiders by a score of 33-22. I'm not even mad because at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, this team sucks. We've known that all along. You know, we've known coming to this year that this is going to be a rebuilding year, but I did not expect this team to be this bad. Like I said, I knew they were not going to be a good football team, but I never in a million years could have imagined that this team would be this bad. Boy. So, game starts off well for the Eagles. It starts off well for the Eagles. They have a very good drive where Nick Sirianni was actually running the football. Nick Sirianni was actually giving the football to Miles Sanders, and Miles Sanders was picking up first downs for the Eagles, and the Eagles cap it off with a touchdown. Then from there, the Raiders offense, they march downfield. Eagles defense get a turnover, a bad throw by Derek Carr. But before that interception by Derek Carr, there was a time where there was a play there where it was the Eagles could have declined the penalty and it would have been fourth down, which would have forced the Raiders offense off the field. But they decided to accept the penalty, which meant that it became I think it was like third and five that play, 30, something like that. And you know, with the penalty, you tack on 10 yards, and it became 3rd and 15. And of course, the Eagles gave up a first down on 3rd and 15. You can't make this stuff up, man. You honestly cannot make this stuff up. Like I said, that drive, they were able to end that drive with an interception. But after that, it was pretty much Raiders the rest of the way. Besides a couple garbage time touchdowns at the end, a couple of garbage time, like 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter and a 2-point conversion. Other than that, the Raiders dominated this game. I've been an Eagle fan for 23 years, and I've seen some pretty bad Eagles teams during my time watching this team. But this right here possibly has to be the worst. Not just the team itself, but also the coaching. This is by far the worst coaching I've ever seen in my life. In the 23 years I watched Eagles football, this has to be the worst coaching I've ever seen. And that includes Chip Kelly. Nick Sirianni is a terrible coach. I never liked the hiring to begin with. When the Eagles hired this guy, I didn't even bother making a video on that because I was just so disgusted that we hired this guy. And then his press conference when he was hired, there was absolutely nothing there to make you feel confident that this guy is going to be the right guy to coach this team. And what we're seeing from Nick Sirianni is the guy is not qualified to coach a pee-wee football team, much less a professional NFL team. Miles Sanders, praying for him. Miles Sanders in the Eagles' second drive injured what appears to be his ankle. So, that was a very deflated injury there, and it wasn't the same after Miles Sanders' injury there. So, praying for Miles Sanders, man. It just absolutely sucks. Eagles actually start running the ball, and we start seeing some good results there. Like I said, that first drive was just magnificent, man. Marched right down the field and scored a touchdown. I'm thinking to myself, okay, y'all keep that up. Keep that up. But, of course, the Eagles do not keep it up. This offense is horrible. This defense is horrible. This team as a whole is just flat out horrible. 23 years of watching the Eagles play football, 23 years of seeing some bad coaching during those 23 years, And I can honestly say this is possibly the worst. This is possibly the worst Eagles team I've ever seen, both from a player perspective and from a coaching perspective. Absolutely terrible. If it's not the worst, it's definitely in the top 3. That's for sure. So the Eagles lose this game. They fall to 2-5. And yeah, don't look good. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys are running away with the NFC East. And with the way the other 3 teams in this division are playing, I don't see anybody stopping them right now. Eagles got a Sunday game, 1 o'clock game. They travel to Detroit to take on the Detroit Lions, the winless Detroit Lions. And knowing our luck, Detroit Lions may very well get their first win of the season against the Eagles. Their first win their first win this season may very well come against the Eagles. I would not be surprised. Like I said, man, I'm not angry. Well, I knew coming to the season this is gonna be a rebuilding year. I knew this team was not gonna make any noise. But I couldn't imagine it would be this bad. They would be this terrible. They're atrocious. And I want to continue to hold some patience with Jalen Hurts, but he's not doing anything to win me over to be convinced that he's the guy. Now, I'm not gonna blame Jalen Hurts for this loss completely because the O-line didn't do him any favors. They didn't do him any favors at all. He was constantly under pressure the entire game. He was constantly being hit the entire game. The offensive line, despite the fact that Lane Johnson was back, despite the fact that Jordan Mailata was back, they looked terrible. And, so I can't sit here and blame Jalen Hurts. I can't sit here and blame him completely for this loss. But his play has not, he has not played to the standard that, will make me say, okay, I think we got something here with Jalen Hurts. He still fails to go through his progressions. He still wants to try to force the ball to Devontae Smith too much, who, by the way, had quite a bit of drops this game. Devontae Smith had quite a bit of drops in this game. But, not going through his progression. Accuracy is terrible. Like Jalen Hurts' accuracy is really terrible. And, yeah. Really terrible accuracy, not going through his progressions, overthrowing, underthrowing receivers. It's the same thing every single week. Every single week, it's the same thing. And with good coaching, those are things that could be fixed. But the problem is, we don't have good coaching. Our head coach is lousy. Our offensive coordinator is lousy. Our defensive coordinator is definitely lousy. Like I said, just the worst coaching staff that I've seen in my 23 years of watching Eagles football. It's just it's an embarrassment. It's saying that I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, right? It truly is an embarrassment. There really is no other words to describe it. It is a absolute laughingstock. This team right now is one of the biggest laughingstocks in the league. If it wasn't for teams like the Jacksonville Jaguars and Detroit Lions, if it wasn't for teams like that, if it wasn't for teams like that, you could say the Eagles are the worst team in the league. And quite frankly, the Detroit Lions have a chance to prove next week that even they are not as bad as us. And I'm going to pick them to win that game because I don't trust this Eagles team. Knowing our luck, they're going to get their first win of the season against the Eagles next week. Like I said, it's just an absolute embarrassment, absolute laughingstock. And this offseason, changes have to be made. Like, I want to still believe in Jalen Hurts, and there's a chance that things could work with him if we get good coaching here. But as long as an idiot like Nick Sirianni is coaching him, it's going to be the same results. And also, Harry Roseman, that's the guy that needs to go before anybody, in my opinion. But, yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's just absolutely embarrassing. This team is a laughingstock. I knew it was going to be bad, but I had no idea it was going to be this bad. To the Raider fans out there, to the Raider fans on YouTube who may watch this video, congratulations to you guys on your win. We just made Derek Carr look like Tom Brady out there. That's literally what our defense did. Derek Carr had the time of his life, throwing for well over 300 passing yards against this sorry, atrocious defense. Sorry, atrocious secondary. One of very few bright spots of this team has been the play of Javon Hargrave. That guy, despite this team being so terrible, has continued to play very well this season. He would definitely be on his way to a Pro Bowl. He's definitely on pace for a Pro Bowl season. Probably the only player on this team that really is on pace for a Pro Bowl season. But I'm not gonna make this video very, very long. I'm just very tired of coming on here every single week having to say the same thing. But at the end of the day, nothing changes, so it's always going to be the same thing every week because we see the same crap every single week from this team. You would think that after 10 days, they had 10 days to prepare for the Raiders. You would think we would have saw a better effort, but no. It's still the same old Eagles. It's still, still atrocious play calling. Still, horrible decision making by by players on the field. This team is terrible, and I don't see anything changing, especially not this season. But if Nick Sirianni keeps his job, if we keep these coaches, if Harry Roseman keeps his job after this season, then Eagle fans, just brace for it. That's all I can say. Just brace for it. Not much is gonna change. I'm just keeping it real. Some people don't like when I say that, but I just have to be honest. I don't see this train wreck, and that's what it is, a train wreck. I don't see it coming to an end anytime soon. But anyway, once again, the Raiders beat the Eagles 33-22. Eagles started off well with that touchdown, the first drive. Then everything went south. Miles Sanders got hurt. Besides those two jump touchdowns late in the fourth quarter, Raiders just dominated this game. They absolutely dominated. Eagles have the winless Detroit Lions next week. They go to Detroit to play the Lions. Knowing our luck, like I said, Eagles are going to get the Lions their first win of the season. But I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. I don't really have much more to say. Peace. Fly, Eagle, fly. Peace.